Hi. How are we all? Look who I found. Stranger danger.
Don't say stranger danger now. I'm not going to go there. I am tired.
Tell me about it. I've just had an argument with my brother about the military, so,
Yeah.
I'm not feeling great at the moment.
Yeah. Actually, I was going to say, not in the sense of, like, taking any form of narcotics, but I am slightly high on the fumes of paint thinners because I've been painting with
And
thinners.
you're not staying in a ventilated space, are you?
I'm in my bedroom. There's no airflow.
No. There you go, see? You need a ventilated space, like the bathroom with the fan on.
I am not going to paint in the bathroom.
Yeah, because I think Crystal will kill you.
Yeah. No, I've been...
Oh, you're using your dropper things.
Yeah, it actually works really well, but if I actually want to use the paint straight, I have to place it on a bit of cardboard and let the cardboard absorb the thinners before I can then use it as normal paint.
I got this from Steel and Aluminium this week. What did they send me?
Oh, crap. That's what I forgot to send.
I thought that was nice of them to send me that.
Do you want to send Steve the link? He apparently can't find it.
What?
Steve, he's like, where's the link?
Hang on. Let's see. Invite. Copy. Let's see. Hangouts. Back on track. Here you go, Steve. I can spell that right.
Joel, I would put a paint box on the window if my window was able to support one.
Done.
Yeah, I'm actually quite proud of that. Saves me spending like the $40 US to, get the actual antenna kit for it.
Joel says it looks good.
I've got so much crap on my desk.
Here we go. Stephen.
There we went.
Good morning.
Oh, you guys sound terrible.
How do we sound terrible?
It's happening again. It's the...
No, you sounded
Sorry,
that way.
Claude, we did start without you.
You sounded that way before I even got on.
Is it our accents? Are you having a go at our accent?
Shannon.
Yes. Testing. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Nope. You guys sound terrible.
No,
okay, guys in chat, do we sound terrible?
I don't know.
Steve, update your phone. That's what Claude's saying.
There you go. Now you sound okay.
Update your phone, Steve.
You sound fine now.
You're not listening. Update your phone.
Anyway, wait. Before Steve updates phone, Steve.
I hear you fine.
Steve, where's the box with my Steam logo?
Oh, I accidentally threw that away. I'm sorry. It was an accident. Okay. You want to see it?
Well, I want to confirm. I want to confirm that it is what it is because if it is what it is, I got it at a steal.
Okay.
You didn't get bamboozled again.
Okay.
No. So I was scrolling through the N scale listings on eBay, and up come this loco, which is just labeled as N scale steam loco. I had a quick look at it, and I'm like, either that's a HON3 loco that's been incorrectly listed, or that is a double N3 loco that's been listed.
There's quite a few double N3 locos I've seen on there at the moment. A couple of Shays and your Climax.
Yeah, but I don't want to pay the $400 for one of those locos.
Yeah, that's about what I saw them.
You mean this one? That one?
Hello, John 2618.
Hey, John. Good morning. See, I'm not the only one that uses toilet paper.
Hey, Baba. Okay, is that N scale?
No.
Doesn't look it.
No, and it's falling apart too.
Okay, what scale is it? Is it like HO scale?
It's beat up, man. It is HON3, I think.
Hello, little man.
Look at this thing, man. It is beat up.
She's had a hard life. Where's the funnel?
In his hand.
Oh, that's it there.
Yeah. That's awesome. Guess how much I paid for that?
Too much.
$100.
Is it brass?
Yeah. Well, you're gonna have to rebuild it.
Oh, that's all right. I've the other one after I stripped the paint off it, I noticed there was a few pieces that were unsoldered, so I had to resolder them, re-clean it.
Hi, Jason. Okay. You got some other packages here too.
Yeah, no, that was the main one I wanted to double check on because it was like it's either going to be HON3 or double N3.
You got another 488 844.
Yeah, I got that at a bargain too.
And I don't know what's in here or here. I guess I should open them, huh?
HO narrow gauge.
Yeah. Let's see. We'll do an unboxing. Where's Claude?
He was here.
Updating his phone.
Yes.
Let's see, what is this? Such a big box for such a little package. What the hell is that?
What company is that from?
NWSL.
Northwest.
Northwest.
Yeah,
Northwest.
Yeah. Yeah, so they should be worm gears.
Okay, got that. Okay.
Ooh. That knife didn't land on your foot, did it?
Okay, what's this?
That could have been an accident.
What's that?
That knife rolling off the table.
Oh, I do it all the time.
Oh, I'm just waiting for the sharp bit to land facing down.
Well, always make sure I don't try to catch it.
Yeah, that's an accident waiting to happen.
I've done it. You contribute to all the crap in here. Oh, there you go. Another
Van.
what is that? Smooth side undecorated baggage. Okay. So now we got that business taken care of.
How do I get out of this full screen business?
Green Creek, what did you do? What was the damage?
Hang on, what happened? Oh, my screen's frozen.
Well, you're still going.
Oh, there we go. What's wrong, Bubba? You need to sleep.
So what's the story, Shannon? How come you were able to do beans today? What's your work?
Because my next shift's not till Friday.
Yeah.
And then as of next year, I'll be on a regular roster, and I should be able to do a beans on Thursdays.
Oh, cool. That's awesome.
Give me a bit of a break.
Get this thing to turn. There we go. Oh gosh. Hey, I'm gonna send you some of these things, Shannon. That package I got. I got a million of these things. There's no way I'm gonna use them all.
For Mum?
Look at, I got two bags of this stuff, and these are
Jesus.
They're bolster pins, washers. I don't know if you can even see this crap.
Yeah, nah, I did see the photos and that.
All that stuff. I got a bunch of those. I'll never use all those.
Yeah. And Steve.
Yep.
I'm gonna try and find the tracking number, but there's a package en route to you. If it gets there on time, wrap it up in a Christmas wrapping, and then open it up on Christmas.
Say that again. It's up.
There's a package en route to you.
Okay.
When it arrives, wrap it up in Christmas present wrapping, and then put it under the tree, and then come Christmas Day, unwrap it.
Oh, sweet. That is cool. Why'd you do that? That was nice of you.
Why? Because I saw it, and I'm like, Steve will definitely want that.
Okay.
And Steve, here's the thing. At my new job, there's a guy there named Steven.
Oh.
There's a guy there. You guys there.
I found you can always trust somebody named Steve. It's just
but since when did every Steven I know is a fan of Santa Fe?
Just the way it is. It's a DNA thing.
Yeah. Like, that's the thing. Like, I found out, I think after the first shift I worked with him, he's a Santa Fe modeler. I'm like, oh, here we go.
I like him already.
Yeah, so, yeah, I'm going to try and set you two up, because then you can have an Aussie that actually is interested in Santa Fe to talk to. But yeah, he's supposedly an extremely great modeler as well, from what I hear. Like, he's, miles ahead of me with detailing. So, wow. But yeah, you two should get along like a house on fire.
Sweet. Hey, you remember what is it? What is it? A C30-7 that I was looking for a shell for, and
yeah. Then you said you found one or something.
Yeah, found the shell. It had some damage, and between this one and I got it's Kato, I've got an extra chassis for it too. Runs real good, so finally picked.
Well, if you got an extra chassis, that thing will last for the next 30 years.
It's got a DCC decoder in it.
No, that's a DC decoder. That's just a light board.
Oh, okay. This one, though, however, I
found that out the hard way.
Oh, okay. This one, however, hang on, so let me get this thing over here. I did pick up one that does.
I can hear the trains in the background running.
Well, I got to get it over here where I can reach it. pick stuff.
Drive it to my hands.
Oh no,
Well,
no, I think I'm gonna liquidate a lot of my crappy stuff because I found out I like nice quality stuff that runs good.
He's discovered Kato.
What's that?
he's discovered Kato. That's for sure.
Kato and good Atlas too.
Oh yeah. Well, Kato's like at the top, and then you got Atlas, and then you got everything else.
Yeah, I'm gonna sell all my Bachman shit.
Atlas.
Have you put a decoder in that yet?
No, I haven't got round to it yet. I know what I'm going to put in it. I just haven't got to it yet.
Oh yeah, that is DCC, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got a chip in it.
That's either TCS or NCE.
If there's a way I could take this off, I'll send it to you because I'm never going to use it.
The shell separates into two pieces.
Well, I got the shell off.
I mean, not the shell, the chassis.
Oh, okay.
The metal bit. The giant weight.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Because I'm just realising the metal bit, there's a lot of metal bits in there. I may not be specific.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in saying that, you need a light board to sit on it because the light board picks up the power from the chassis. Obviously powers the lights, but it also transfers the power to the motor because the motor's got two little tabs.
Yeah. Well, I don't have one of those, so.
Yeah.
Should still run on DC.
Oh, it runs. It runs good actually. I'm gonna I got 3 of these. They're all identical. They're all 7490, so I'm gonna renumber those.
B40-7s?
I picked up 2 of these Jeep 20s.
Oh yeah, long nose.
I picked up 2 of those. I've got 2 of these guys. I renumbered one of them to the 556. I got 2 of them actually.
I had someone looking for one of those the other day.
Hey, there's Claude.
That fixed it.
No strange noises?
Nope.
Yeah, as soon as Claude got on, it got heat.
Steve,
There you
can
are.
you hear me?
Yep, testing. Yep, I can.
There's an update for Safari, but they
Okay.
didn't put it on the automatic updates if you've got that turned on. And that's what I did. I updated just went in and to the updates and control and updated, and it fixed it.
Well, if I'm working okay, then I'll do it later.
Yeah, it seems to settle down after a while, but it's a bug in Safari.
Oh, okay.
But if you notice when you come into StreamYards, it says that on the page that there's a audio stuttering.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, just a second, I'm going to do something. I got to do something.
So anyway, Shannon, back to what I was saying. I got a shell also for that. Yes, I forget if, okay, this one is Atlas. I had a shell that I fixed for it. And so this one, renumbered it also because it had that. I got 2 Jeep 35s and I got a Jeep 30 coming.
What happened? I lost your voices.
And a Jeep P60.
Jesus. You've been shopping. You've been shopping.
Yeah, don't tell anybody.
And we've got Claude.
So now I'm gonna be liquidating, getting rid of a lot of other crap that I don't like.
Yeah, nah. Actually, when Claude comes back on, you should show him that loco I picked up for $100.
We can do that. Okay, let's see.
I can't believe I scored that for $100.
Well, that's good because it is pretty beat up though.
I can't believe I scored that for $100.
Oh,
Echo. Got an echo.
back then.
I just turned my iPad on, so it's off now.
Hey, John, I'm still waiting for my gifts from this guy.
Hang on. That way.
There's
Yeah,
a question.
no,
Sorry, I'm just saying there's a question here from Jason for Claude. He says, what is your experience of putting a code 83 turnout in the middle of a code 100 mainline?
Say it again a little slower. You broke up.
Jason, the train freak, he's asking you, what is your experience of putting a code 83 turnout in the middle of a code 100 mainline?
Well, they make some rail joiners that are transition rail joiners. They also make
transition
track from one to the other that are kind of short.
But they're expensive, I found out.
Well, I got them on eBay. They weren't too bad. They were $5 a piece. But if it's something you got to have and you only have to have a couple of them, then it's not too bad. But the other thing you can do is file down the railhead on the 100 coming into each end. As far as hooking up on the flange, it'll hook up the same. The only difference really is the height of the rail. Now, you might have to do the inside of the rail a little bit, but I started doing that on all my track. I'll file, slightly file the top of the rail down. And then on the inside where the flange is, I'll file a little bit in, put a little bit of bevel on that too, so it's not ever catching any of that. And it gives you a little clickety-clack too. So, but it seems to work pretty well that way.
And then Jason throws in the curveball. All this question is related to a curve.
Well, I don't know that it makes that much difference on whether it's a curve or not. It's mainly going to be the rail height and what it does. You probably push them together and not have any problem at all, but other than it bumping a little bit as it goes over that. But if you file it down, that code 100 down, and put a shallow file on it, then you can probably.
What am I doing?
I don't know. Nobody ever knows what you're doing, Shannon.
I'm trying to make Steve bigger.
Why?
Hang on, let me do it.
His wife's been trying to do that for years.
Oh my God.
There.
I'll leave it at that.
What are you doing?
He doesn't know.
I know what you're doing.
There we go. That's better.
I know.
Hey, Claude.
Yes, sir.
Look what I picked up on eBay for $100.
It's trash, Claude.
Is it? Oh, Steve's got it. Well, you don't have it yet, then, Shannon. You know what? That looks like the one that I bought for $100. Does it have a tender with it?
Yeah.
Okay. I bet it's the same. Is it a roundhouse? Did they know?
It says Globe models, but
no, I don't know what Globe model is. Never heard of one of those. Yeah, looks got nice detail on it. That's the one. That last one that I bought was $100, and it was. He thought it might be a roundhouse, and that was the one we were trying to figure out.
Yeah.
And somebody detailed it really nice. That's why I bought it, because if nothing else, it was going to sit on the shelf. But I think if I clean it up and lube it real good and stuff, it'll run just fine.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, because the other one, the one I bought that finally arrived the other day, as I told you, like, I was trying to clean it because I had all this crap on it, and the isopropyl alcohol was eating into the paint. So I stripped it, repainted the whole lot.
Yeah, I saw those pictures.
Yeah, and now it works like clockwork.
Oh, good.
You got it there with you, Shannon?
Sorry?
You got it there with you?
Let me grab it.
I'll be right back.
you just got back.
Oh, and Roy says hello to you, Shannon. He's calling you the bad hair dude.
Hey, Container Man Roy.
Good morning, Roy.
Oh my god. There's the tender. All nice and nearly painted.
You're a bit patchy there, Shannon.
Yeah, looks good.
Yeah. I don't know if I made the right color grey for the smoke box and firebox, but I'll be weathering it, so you won't be able to tell as much anyway.
The ones that I've seen that they've repainted, you know, redone the real ones that have a smoke box on the front. It's a silver, almost a silver paint.
Yeah. Oh, what was it back in the day before the restorations? That they weren't really a silver, were they?
Have no idea. You know, most of them didn't have that up on front. I don't think. So I don't know.
Well, some of the photos. Sorry, you go.
I don't know if they were trying to stop, you know, corrosion or something with something that was the silver or what it was, but the ones I've seen, you know, the real locos I've seen, it's more of a silver.
Yeah.
Most of them don't have anything on there. They're all black.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, because I was looking online for some photos so I can, you know, paint it more prototypical, because obviously I don't want to paint it the restored version. I want to paint what they used to look like prototypically back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just a mixture of you got the all blacks, or some of them followed the similar schemes to what Union Pacific did, where it's an all black body, but was like a gunmetal grey smoke box.
Yeah. In fact, I've got a Rio Grande book downstairs. Let me go grab it right quick and I'll look through there.
I think I might have to reset because everyone is patchy except me. So I think there might be something going on here.
All right. I'm going to go apologize to my wife as well, because I've woke up the boy. I'll be back.
I'll be here. I'm all by myself. Everybody left.
Yeah, it's better now. I think I just needed to do a
You sound terrible.
Thanks, Steve.
You're welcome.
Okay, Shannon, let me look in here. I've got 3 books. 2 of them are on the Rio Grande. The other one is on, I think it was a Colorado Midland that went up to Silver Plume, which is where the Georgetown Loop is.
Oh.
In fact, here's a really nice looking black and white. I don't know if you can see this or not. That's the Georgetown Loop right there.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that looks cool.
It's a really cool area. Let me look in here to see if I've got anything like that.
You sure, Container Man? Because I can't see anything that Claude is showing me. All I see is mountain.
Oh, it's on your end.
It's got to be my end.
The video might be frozen.
Oh, I've got the cat ears on. There's a cat ear there. But I've also got Christmas hat.
Well, this book, they're all black and white photos, but some of them show that lighter colored smoke box. But these are all like class 70, and there's a Mason bogey that's got the painted firebox, or not firebox, but smoke box.
Yeah, so.
But they're black and white pictures, so I can't color.
Yeah, because if you look at the color choice I chose, it is a flat grey, but I mixed in some metallic grey into it, and a touch of silver. Oh yeah, I remember those things.
Now, see, these are the earlier locos, though. Let me look at some of the later. I don't think I've seen any of the K36s with them.
Well, this is a K27.
Yeah, let me see. I was thinking all the K36s I've seen, even in the books, are all black.
Guys, just while I've got you all here, we did get some feedback from Sparky on one of our other videos. He says we need to work on not all talking at the same time.
Why?
We do it a lot.
That would throw us off.
Well, here, let me tell you something on that subject. I was thinking the same thing until I've been watching a lot of, let's just say, political stuff. And they're using the same format where they've got multiple people on screens. These guys are on national. They talk all the time over each other. I think it's got something to do with not being in person and not
Human nature.
not even hearing the other person talking in, and they talk over each other all the time. So we are not unique. So I wouldn't worry about it.
Hey, Shannon.
Okay. I thought I'd let you guys know.
Yeah.
Okay. Now here's a. Well, I found a C19 with the smoke box painted. This is number 483. So I'm thinking that's a K36. Trying to find. That's what it looks like. And it's got the painted smoke box, but about half as much. The paint starts right directly underneath the stack and goes forward. So it's just the very front end of it.
Yeah.
See if I can find another one.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of the photos I've found. Like, it's not the silver color.
Well, these are black.
Is
Yeah, these are black and white, so it's hard to tell.
yeah.
But the ones I've seen in real life, like I said, that they've repainted are a silver more than a gray.
Yeah, I didn't want to go the silver because I didn't want to make it look like it was restored.
Now here's a K36. Where's that? It's a Chama in 59, and it's got a black box on it. But it looks like it's been repainted too. Two of them actually. The black on the smoke box is darker than on the boiler. So it looks like it'd been repainted. That part of it had been repainted.
Claude, is there
Yes,
a way you can,
Who's talking?
sorry?
Allie, sorry about that, Allie.
I was just wondering if there's a way you could photograph it and share it on the share screen, because you're frozen with all I can see is the mountain. And
Well,
people
I'm standing to the side because I've got the books open over here. They're great big coffee table books.
Right.
So that's why. Oh, now here's a. Well, that's a C19 or earlier that's painted. Yeah. See, here's a really good picture of one, but it's one of the earlier C-class consolidated or not consolidated, but.
Oh, there we go.
Whoop, where you go?
Yeah, you can see it.
Ah, yeah. Yeah.
But
So
like on the front cover, here's one. They've got show one. Now this is a painting. It's the green boiler, but the front end has got the silver on it.
yeah. So
On that lead loco. So here you go.
So for argument's sake, mine should be pretty close to prototypical in color.
Yeah. See, that looks like a K36, but it's somewhere in that class. But see, also notice the spark arrestor on the stack.
Yeah.
That's before they started using the screens. Anyway, hopefully that'll help. I'll look for some more later and photograph them and photograph the pages and send to you.
Yeah. No, well, right now at the moment I'm using thinners to get rid of the paint on all the parts that are meant to be made of brass. Because then as the brass starts to tarnish, it'll actually look more realistic.
There you go. Well, I was hoping to do some static grass this morning, but I don't have any D-size batteries.
I've got some.
Exactly. I got it out last night thinking I was going to use it, and then I was looking. It was supposed to have come with rechargeable D-size batteries. Of course, it didn't come with any, but it's a cheap one, so probably one of those to shock the crap out of you.
Maybe I should go and get my toolbox.
But I will show everybody how far I've gotten on the rocks and stuff over here.
Right back.
Let me spin this around. I think I can do that somewhere. How do I spin the picture around on here, Shannon?
You click on your picture, and should be a thing where it shows like which camera you want to feed through.
No, it doesn't. I don't have anything on my picture that when I tap it, all it does is enlarge or shrink it.
Okay, is there a cam microphone setting button anyway?
Ah, there it is. Okay, camera. Whoop, whoop. Front camera. Back camera. Boy, that's kind of convoluted having to do it that way.
Convoluted. I like that.
Convoluted. It's one of those political terms.
That looks pretty.
We lost Claude.
We'll just blame Heath.
Click me in. Okay, let's try that again. So I can do it without hanging up this time. I'll just leave it here until I get done. But anyway, I got that painted back there, base paint. Whew. And I got some basic ground cover on it, kind of trying to blend it in with the mountains. And most of that up there is aspen trees on the mountain, but you know, the colors blend in a little bit. Right here, I had to put in a retaining wall because I'd come too far out with the plaster, so I had to chip it back, and then I just put this little brick retaining wall in there. I still got to get vegetation around it, and I did get one tree in.
One?
Well, just for, you know, I got one in. I didn't do any more than that last night. I didn't want to get a lot of trees in there before I got some of the smaller vegetation in there, so.
Yeah, once you get trees in there, it makes the small vegetation a bit harder.
Yeah, it's hard to do anything on the. Now, how do I get? Okay, turn that. There we go. Okay. Yeah, it's hard to get in and do anything underneath the trees. So, trees need to be one of the last things that go on it.
That's true.
Okay, where's my? All righty then. Where am I?
You're in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Oh, that's true.
Actually, Claude has this. It's funny. My manager.
Yeah.
I keep annoying him about how you're modeling the Rear Grand Southern, you know, in your own vision, and the Rear Grand Western.
Mm-hmm.
He keeps going like, I was meant to be in the USA. I'm meant to be riding on the Denver and Rear Grand Western. I had all my tickets booked, all my accommodation, my car for 30 days.
Yeah, oh, that would suck.
And then the showstopper.
Well, I just reserved our ATV car buggy. I don't know what they call those things. They're like it's a Razor, 100-horse engine and off-road.
Oh,
Off-road car. Anyway, I reserved it for July for Silverton.
Yeah,
so hopefully we're able to go.
For my birthday.
Yeah, hopefully we're able to go. I don't know.
Hey, Steve, you've got to remember my birthday's in July too.
What day?
21st.
Mine's the 10th.
Yeah, we're 11 days.
We're going to be down there on your birthday.
I know. That's why I want to go.
But yeah, we're not going to. We're really not planning on doing the trains this time since we did that a year ago. But we're going to go up to see some of the mining ghost towns and stuff like that. And there's a trip on there on the 4-wheel drive map that's it's called the Alpine Loop. It goes through 11,000 plus passes. Goes from Silverton to Lake City and back on a big loop. Yeah, and that'll be a lot of fun.
Forgot to even now.
What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? No idea what I'm doing. I guess. I don't want to make a bunch of trees. I guess I'll put in some ground cover.
I found the tape measure.
Oh, someone's at my door.
Yeah.
How's Blue doing, Steve?
Do what?
How's Blue doing?
Oh, he's back to his normal, usual butthole self. He chewed the bandage off the first night.
Oh, I figured.
What happened to Boy?
He had a tumor on his right foot that they took off. It wasn't. They don't know if it was malignant or not because it cost as much to get it biopsied as it did take it off, and it was not very big anyway.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I got something else I can show you guys.
Oh, really?
This is pretty cool. Yeah, I'd always intended to get one of these. And I finally got one and got it installed. Get down here so you can hear it better.
Do you guys want to watch trains run? You don't want to watch them.
Well, this is a train, kind of.
Ali,
No.
why do I see what looks like a half-finished carrot on your table?
Is a half-finished carrot? There's the cab and the boiler out. Take a bit there. Is that loading? I've been trying to work out how to do this for ages now, and I've got you guys here. I've finally got the courage to sit here and actually do this thing.
Hey,
You serious, Claude? You serious, Claude? You got yourself a sound card?
Ally's spooking the cattle.
On what?
Can you hear it?
Yeah, is that a sound card?
Yeah.
Oh, what's happened here? Oh no!
You hear the wheel, the clickety clack on the wheels,
Yeah.
and every
What is
once
that?
in a while you'll hear
Tsunami
some wheel squeal on it too.
Is that the tsunami sound card?
Yeah.
Shannon, help!
But it's got all kinds of sounds that you can use on it.
What's
Yeah,
that?
I've got one on the install and into my generator card.
Shannon, what do I do? What's that?
That looks like a screw.
No, there, on the wheel.
Where?
On the wheel.
That either been battered up or that's corroded.
Looks like corrosion. I mean, look at the drivers. The drive rods.
Ali, have
happened?
you just?
It has run.
If you send it to me, I'll clean it up for you.
Okay, enough of the kettle.
I'll have to now. I don't know how to clean that up.
I've got all the tools available to do it.
I could have
mean,
done this myself, but now I've discovered this. Oh man!
just send me the mechanism. I'll get the mechanism nice and clean, and then you just finish the rest after that.
All right. Looks like I have to.
Yeah. Yeah. Because guess what I did?
I'm actually doing this today.
Yeah.
This one's fine. Front one's fine. But the front one's the dummy. The front one's fine. No corrosion at all.
Yeah.
What's going on with the rear one? It's only on one side. Hang on, let me unscrew this.
Yeah. Hey, Ali.
Hey, Shannon.
You know what I had to do the other day?
What's that?
So clever.
Yeah, I know. Original, huh?
Train builder R class.
Train welder what?
Train builder R class.
Oh, yeah, you were telling me about the train builder R class.
Yeah. Center driver at a quarter. And for the connecting rods, the center connecting rod holes, which goes through the pin, were elongated. I had to silver solder it, and then, I had to silver solder it, and then re-drill it.
But what? Who, what, why, where, and how were they elongated?
They were elongated because the center driver went out a quarter. So as the loco kept running, the extra stress elongated the holes.
I'll send you this bit. Got the new headlamp in it, and it's a bit broken. But yeah, I'll send you this bit. That's just the rear bunker.
Yeah, that'll be fine. I'll get that cleaned up.
What's going on with that corrosion? I've never seen that before. It's part of the Mantua, you know, the 2662s.
Yep.
Yeah, it's one of those.
I was going to say, those driving wheels, is there any plastic on them, or are they all metal?
No, the center of them is plastic.
Okay.
I think that's plastic.
Yeah, because what I'll do is I'll pull it apart. I'll pull it apart. I'll add some solder to the center wheel, some silver plumbing solder.
Mm-hmm.
Remachine it so it's circular again, and then refit it and clean the side rods. That's my nose. And that's my eye. And my other eye. And my eyebrow. And
Steve,
my
did
other
you leave Shannon alone?
Aww. He feels like he's being told off now.
How the dog does that?
Guilty look. Oh, that's frustrating. At least I think I can still work on this part.
Nose. That's my nose.
Now, can I fit one of these in there? I think this one will fit.
Yeah.
It looks like this bad boy will fit in there. I'm not even watching chat, guys. So what's chat going on?
I'm not watching it either.
Neither am I.
Nobody's watching chat. Sorry, guys, you're being ignored.
Actually, hang on 2 seconds. Andreas, just need to put you on the floor for 2 seconds, okay? Stand up. Good boy.
Keep alive. And
Hey guys, have a look. Right, I managed to rebuild and finally got together.
what's that? Oh, the steam engine.
See, all new paint. Everything's been cleaned. Everything's been resoldered. New gaskets in some places.
Oh, it's not going to fit, is it? It's not. Because that would be oh, this one. You'll have to do a video of it running one day, Shannon.
I'll probably do it next time we're on Beans. Anyway, in saying that, I'm probably going to have to cut my end short pretty soon because Andreas is staying awake because I'm awake. Hey, it's William.
Hey, Bill.
Hey, Bill.
William. No, why is that like that? That should not be there. Should be there. Get in there.
Have you seen that? Hey, have you guys noticed how big Andreas has gotten?
Yes.
Well, he is getting a little big, and he quit feeding him, man. That's what causes that.
It's gotten hairy, just like his father.
Not only that, but they keep coming back, you know, if you feed them.
Yeah, they don't tend to go away, do they?
No, not for a
They
long,
never come
not
back.
nearly soon enough.
And they come back with their kids and their motorhomes and their.
Yeah, don't get Steve started. Oh, that looks so much better.
Oh, Claude, now that I've got you on here,
Yes, sir.
these brass modelled K27s. What's the minimum radius on them?
On the Blackstone, I've gotten mine through a 16-inch, but it's not pretty. Do they have all the wheels flanged?
All the wheels are flanged.
Yeah, I wish they wouldn't do that. I wish they'd have blind drivers in the middle because they would negotiate so much tighter turns. Then C19s on the Blackstone have blind drivers, and so they go around a much tighter corner. But the K27s have all flanged wheels, and it just makes it much tougher for them. 18 is what Blackstone recommends as minimum. So 20 if you can. That's like my Helix is all 20-inch. But this first curve I've got right here is somewhere between 16 and 18 until it gets to the trestle. It's not a very long spot, and they will go through there. And they'll also do a number 4 turnout. But, I've only got 2 of those on the layout. And except for maybe a couple of them up on the upper towns, I won't have any more number 4s. They'll all be 6s.
Yeah, because the reason I asked Claude is because of this.
Pico? Yeah. What about it? Oh, you got, okay. You got some narrow gauge track. Okay. I've not tried the Pico narrow gauge track, so I did have Pico HO track. Oh, not HO, N gauge track back 40 years ago.
Yeah, well, this is this Pico track is code 70 standard.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm using is code 70, and I did that strictly because I was hand laying and I didn't want to have interference with the spikes. And even at that, you got to be careful to get the spikes all the way down good because.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. You look at look at the spikes on the Pico.
Yeah, well, on there it's not that big. Yeah, it's not that big a deal on the flex track. It's the hand laying spikes. That's where I had to be careful because man, code 40 is tiny, and there's guys that do code 55 mainline if they're doing narrow gauge, and then they do code 40 for the yards and stuff. And it's like, man, that's just some tiny stuff.
Yeah, no, because I want to start. Obviously, I want to start building narrow gauge layout, but I'm going to do it modular.
Yeah, I would keep it to an 18 minimum. Now you could have some, you could have some side tracks and stuff if you're going to run the. If you're going to run the C19 class in there, the 280s or 260s, those will do smaller. But
actually, I might even make a point-to-point layout.
Well, that's kind of what mine is. The narrow gauge on mine is point-to-point. The only continuous run I've got is on the HO part, on the standard gauge part, and it's a loop-to-loop.
Yeah, but the thing is, Claude, you've got like 40 feet of track.
On my narrow gauge? Yeah, probably right now I might have 40 feet. No, probably not quite that much.
I'm only probably going to be able to fit only 3 or 4 feet.
Yeah. Well, switchbacks, man. That would be very that would be very prototypical of what they did, up in the mountains, especially, which is where they use the narrow gauge. So
I might bug you later on and try and get some maps and stuff.
Look up Ironton, Colorado, narrow gauge in Ironton.
Is that IRON?
Yeah, iron like iron rail. Ironton, TON on the end. Yeah, look that up. There should be some good pictures of the excuse me, of the switchbacks up there. In fact, when you go through Colorado and go by Red Mountain area, you can still see the roadbed, the track roadbed that they used, and you can see where it switches back and goes up the hill. But some of the pictures are just unbelievably cool. It's like, how did they get a train up this mountain?
I'm just there watching Ally just fiddle away with wires and stuff.
Is she fiddling?
It's entertaining.
What's Steve doing? What are you doing, Steve? Steve's just running trains.
I'm just playing with trains.
Playing with trains. Well, that's better. Okay, now I'll say that. No, I'm going to say it.
I'm not touching that.
That's my mouth. Nope. That's my nose. That's my eye and my eyebrow.
I'm setting up helpers with a long train.
Oh, there you go.
I'm cleaning up this mess.
I don't feel like doing any work.
Whoops. Where's Mum? Where's Mum? Ready. Go. Where's Mum? Ready, set, go. You're waiting for me to go to bed, aren't you? Yeah, keychains. Keychains. That's my nose. That's my nose.
You should be trying to talk up a storm now, eh?
Oh, Andreas is starting to put words together. Like the other day, he said, "In." Actually, no, it was earlier this afternoon. He's gone in there because he wanted it in the trampoline. So he's just pointing. He's going in there, in there. Weren't ya? And he says car a lot too, and birds, and what are you doing? Ready? It. You're meant to run. He's just waddling to the bedroom. Hey, Ali.
Hey, Shannon.
So my paint test,
Yeah.
the metallics are actually quite good. It's the matte paints I have to be careful of.
Why is that?
The matte paints seem to be a lot thicker with the pigment, so they get stuck in the
They don't blend together well?
No, it gets stuck in the nozzle, so I have to clean the nozzle out if I want to use it.
Right.
Like so far, the only one I've experienced. Not too long, honey.
That's what she said.
Yeah, so the one I'm having the most issue with is the matte black. But otherwise, all satins, all the metallics, all the glosses, they're actually not too bad. It's only the matte colors. So, but yeah, apart from that, it's not water based. It's enamel. I love working with enamel. I can't get my head around acrylics because every time I try and mix acrylics, they don't work and they don't apply well.
There's something missing here.
Here you go, Claude. Here's a question from John2618.
Okay.
What years were narrow gauge railroads operating like a logging operation?
I know they started, I want to say 1860s, 1870s. In Colorado, it was mainly 70s and 80s that they ran, is where they started them. But they ran up until, well, like Animas Forks, where we're going to go north of Silverton, which is 11,000 feet. They had a train up there until 1919. So they ran quite a while. Until they started getting...
Were the last of the narrow gauge closed in the 40s?
Oh, no. They the Denver and Rio Grande didn't pull out a lot of their tracks until the 50s, because they had narrow gauge went all the way from Durango over to Alamosa and over to Colorado City, where the Colorado Midland was, that they absorbed it too. So yeah, They had a lot of narrow gauge that they were still using. they still have the dual gauge tracks in Antonito at the northern terminus of the Cumberson Toltec. There's dual gauge because the standard gauge still comes down from Alamosa down to Antonito.
Yeah.
Now I don't think they run much on the standard gauge of that, but it still comes down there. And we saw trains sitting on the tracks between Antonito and Alamosa, which is a straight run. It kind of reminded me of pictures I've seen of, railroad tracks and highways going through the outback. I mean, it's that just dead straight.
Well, we do
But it's
have
not nearly as long as 20 miles.
Track in the world.
Yeah, but that's hundreds of miles. This was only about 20.
And we also have the 90-mile straight, which is the longest stretch of road in Australia, mostly in Western Australia. Oh, I'm not going to use that.
But yeah, they were, their heyday was probably mid 1880s through early 20th century, 1910s. And then the silver, once the silver bust happened, that's what really was the final nail in the coffin for them. But I don't think they pulled up the Rio Grande Southern tracks until, I want to say, the 40s. Late 40s, early 50s is when they pulled all that rail up.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, guys, I'm going to head off because my son's staying awake because of me. And the wife's getting cranky because
she's married to you.
I get cranky too.
That and she's, I think she's like 32 weeks pregnant, maybe 33.
Oh, yeah, that doesn't help.
Yeah, that'll do it.
That will. Been there, done that.
No, I haven't.
Of course, see, now if she falls when she's 8 months pregnant, 8.5 months pregnant, if she slips and falls on the ice and breaks her upper arm completely in two and has to sleep that last month in a hanging cast in a chair, that's cranky.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
That's beyond cranky.
Oh man, I'll never forget that morning. I was sound asleep and she comes back in the house, and what woke me up was wasn't honey get up. It was I broke my effing arm, and
oh my God,
that's what woke me up, because I thought, well, she had to have fallen to break her arm, and of course she was 8 months pregnant. So my immediate thoughts went to the baby, and luckily the baby was fine, except I wonder now about my son. But yeah, it was not fun.
Yeah, that could have been a disaster.
Yeah, they couldn't put a pin in her arm because she was pregnant. They couldn't put her under, or they didn't want to put her under because of that. And so they put what they call a hanging cast, which is just a really heavy cast. And she couldn't use a regular sling on it. They just stuck a sling around her neck. Well, that messed her neck up. She's got all kinds of neck problems now. But it did improve her golf game. So there's always trade-offs.
There's a positive thing.
Yeah, it did. It really did. It did improve her game.
Now, how did it improve her golf game?
Well, she would always, when we would golfing before she broke it, she'd always hit the ball right, kind of scooted along the ground, never could get the thing in the air. She always had trouble getting the ball elevated. Well, she broke her right arm, so she quit using her right arm to swing the club like you're supposed to do, and just swung it with her left arm, right?
Mm-hmm.
She started hitting the ball really nice after that.
That's funny.
You still there, Shannon?
Yes, I'm still here. I'm currently going through eBay.
You're supposed to
That's his crack. eBay's his crack.
It can be addictive, though. I get that.
Well, I get on there and look just to kill time sometimes. That's a scary thing because you'll always find something. That's when you find stuff
And then
you
you spend
don't
money.
need, but you want, you know?
Yeah. Just like this Blackstone K27 class. 6-day bidding. Starting off at 169 US.
Oh, it'll go for 4 or better, unless there's something wrong with it.
For sure.
There was one on there this last week it was still under 200 when I saw it last, but it was damaged. And of course, they said it was damaged. You know,
I remember there was one I was looking at. It got to like $170, and then in the last hour, it jumped to like 600.
Well, that's how people bid in the States on it.
They snipe.
Oh yeah, there's no sense in putting a bid out too early unless you just want to do it. I'll put a bid sometimes, a low bid sometimes, just to get my name in the pot so that it keeps giving me notifications.
Yeah, it gets pushed up. That's why.
And then, then I'm always got to, if I really want it, I have to be there when it ends, because otherwise you won't get it. And even then you don't always get it unless you put you put your very top dollar that you're willing to pay. Sometimes that'll work because it'll be a lot more than anybody else wants to pay.
Yeah.
But that's what people are doing. Why they do that, they try to do it to keep from having to pay more than what they think they might be able to get it for.
Hey, Claude.
Yes, sir.
What do they mean by a full backhead?
Full backhead detail.
Yeah.
Some of the brass engines, you see the motor sticking out through the cab, especially the early brass.
Oh, okay.
They had a lot of that. So what they're talking about is the detail, the full backhead detail in the cab, which not all locos, will have.
So basically, mine's got backhead detail then.
Yeah, but if it says that, yeah, that's what they're talking about.
Remind me to send that off to you, Shannon.
Yeah.
I can still do this in the meantime.
See, this one tree I put in, and now I can't get back here where I need to put the vegetation in there. Get in there.
How about 60 cars? Is that cool? Will that work?
That's cool. That's the power of N scale right there.
60 cars with let's see, 9 locomotives and mid train helpers.
I can't put that long a train on mine, even on the standard gauge, because 60 cars would reach almost the loop to loop. And it sure wouldn't go through the return loop, that's for sure.
Yep, the power of N scale.
What did I do with it?
I gotta plug my phone in. It's dying.
Are K27s that unpopular compared to the rest?
Say that again. The K27's unpopular?
Yeah.
Compared to the C19s?
Oh, compared to like the K28s and K36s and 37s.
Well, the K36s, K37s, K28s, there's not that many of them out there. Blackstone hasn't gotten theirs out yet. I've got one of each on order, but they've been on order for 2.5 years. No,
because like every time I go on eBay, like, the K36s, K37s, K28s, they're 500 and up.
Yeah.
But the K27s.
That's because there's not as many of them.
Yeah, the K27s, they're like, I'm looking at one here unpainted, brand new, $300.
Yeah. That's because there's more of them out there. Blackstone made a bunch, and then of course all the Japanese manufacturers made a bunch. I've got a couple of 3 brass K27s. But there's more of those available than there are 28s and up.
Fair enough.
That's why I've got one of each on order when Blackstone ever gets back around to it, which may never happen.
Where the Blackstone manufacture in China?
Yeah, but I don't know what problem they had with the company that was doing it for them, but they had a problem with them, and so they were trying to move the stuff or something like that, or find somebody else to do it for the right price. And they haven't found it yet. And of course, with all this political stuff going on, it may be a while, if ever, before they find some place to do it.
Yeah,
All right, I'm gonna bug out good now. So catch you guys later.
All righty.
hello, Shannon.
No, Shannon.
All right. At least I made an appearance. That's the main thing.
A what?
At least I made an appearance.
Yes, you
Hey,
did.
I was going to ask you, Shannon, is that the waddling that your son was doing earlier, is that a family trait? Or are you going to waddle off to bed now?
Yeah, I'm gonna water off the bed too.
Okay. Have a good night.
See you later,
All right,
Shannon.
The rest of the night.
well, it is 3 a.m.
True.
Oh, you bastard.
All right, see yous.
Bye.
Later, Gator.
And then there were 3.
What did I do with that? Ah, there it is.
What's that saying? Ah. It's joy. Is that not joy?
Oh, let's see what you guys are doing now. So what are you working on, Allie? Wiring up loco?
Yeah, pretty much. I can do the wiring of this loco. I just can't do that rear end because of that corrosion. And for some reason, this wire didn't join. That's better. What are you doing, Claude?
Well, I'm getting ready. I'm filling up my small glue bottle from my big glue bottle. And then I've got to make some more diluted glue in another small bottle.
Did you see Luke Cowan released another video?
Yeah, I saw that. I didn't watch it because it wasn't really something I was interested in. I think it's cool what he's doing. It's just, I've use my time to watch stuff that I more prefer to see. But
Fair point. Fair point. I would too. But I haven't got that much time. I've been lucky lately. Well, semi-lucky.
now I'll be a lot more impressed if he comes up with an airplane that size.
Oh, yeah. Helicopters that size.
The size of the cars that he's doing?
Yeah. Well, they're not scale, but they're that size.
Yeah, they wouldn't be scale for sure.
And they're light as heck.
Oh, well, yeah, they're going to have to be. I've got a little indoor foamy air. That's not even foamy. The wing's foam. The body is carbon fiber rod. Control surfaces are foam, and it probably doesn't weigh 4 ounces.
That's like those cordless kites.
But you got to fly it indoors because it's so lightweight that the wind will just take it away from you. Of course, I don't fly it anymore, but I used to fly it when we'd go do shows and stuff. Like that's one of the things you can fly indoors, not hurt anybody.
Oh yeah. Even if you did hit somebody with them,
it was amazing. It was amazing how many people would come up to us. We'd have our quarter scale and third scale airplanes laying out there. And they'd come up to us and say, "Are you going to fly that today?" And we're in this, we're in a convention hall, but it's full of booths and all that kind of stuff. You're like, where in your mind do you think you can fly this in here?
Maybe they think you're that skilled.
Yeah. Well, you wouldn't. I'll tell you what. You go pick one of them up. You wouldn't want to be under it when it went over your head. I had a third scale Sopwith pup that weighed 40 pounds. That's heavy for a airplane, for a RC airplane. Unless you get into the really great big ones, those will run up closer to 100 pounds. But I didn't fly anything that big.
Who all's here in chat today?
Let's see. I'm spurring stuff. I can look real quick. Jason's here. Hello, Jason. And Roy's here. Joelle's here. John's here. Hey, John, did I tell you about that video I saw, that guy landing in the snow in Aspen during a snowstorm? That was pretty cool. And he said he would turn off his landing lights and his strobe so he could see the runway lights better.
It would have been cool in the snow because the snow is cool.
Yeah. Well, it looked like fog, you know. It wasn't snowing real hard, but it was snowing enough that it made it, plus it was at night. But it was pretty cool.
Probably not getting the joke.
Oh, did you see that yesterday, John? That was cool. But it made sense that he turned his lights off. It's like trying to drive a car in the fog. You know, if you get your brights on, you can't see anything. It just blinds you. Okay, now. Jason's ready to send the HO box car to the next person. Waiting on Shannon to tell me who.
You asked him while he was here.
Is it me?
I thought it was you, Claude, wasn't it? You were supposed to get it?
That may be, because Jason and I aren't that far apart. So it should only take about 6 weeks for it to get here. I've got 2 packages that are sitting at the dispersal point here, U.S. Postal Service dispersal point, been sitting there a week, 2 of them.
I've got a package that's MIA too.
And I live about 4 miles from that place, and they can't get it to me.
To drive over and get it.
I ought to. I'm afraid to, though, because I'm afraid of what I'll do when I get there. Well, that kind of stuff just pisses me off. You know, I understand the mail being late, but there's no reason that you should be getting all the junk mail and not getting your packages.
Yeah.
You know, I can understand the package being even a week late. That's fine, but move it through the system. It's not moving through the system. It's like they stuck it in the back of the warehouse and it's just sitting there now.
I forgot about.
In fact, one of the packages that finally got here sat in Denver for over a week before they moved it from Denver.
That's a bit slack and idle as well. Yeah,
it's just, and of course, there again, it's a government agency, so.
Yeah.
I can say this, though. My mailman that brings my mail to my mailbox, that dude's good. He's all right. I like him. But most of them that come here, they basically just throw the mail at your box. They don't even get it in there half the time.
And this is why I'm worried about the express postage coming from Shannon.
Yeah. Well, that's the U.S. Postal Service. I don't know about Australia.
No, they literally drop kick stuff. You know, they quite literally do that. I've seen them. I've seen my packages just completely, utterly destroyed at the other end.
Well, they just sent a few postal workers here to jail for throwing mail away, dumping it down that side of a road embankment.
That's a jailable offence here too, is throwing away someone else's mail.
Yeah. Well, that's like people stealing mail out of mailboxes. They don't realize what the penalties are for that. That's a felony.
Yeah, it's a felony too.
It's real easy to do, but it's a felony if you do it. I'll be right back.
Why is it they can get a package cross country in 3 days, but you can't get one about 100 miles in 2 weeks? I don't get that.
Well, back in the day, it used to be faster in America than it was in Australia. For example, when my mum was living in, working in America and studying, she would write letters to my dad here in Australia, and of course, everything back then went through the Western distribution office in Sydney, and it would take 3 days to get across America, and then once it got to Australia, it took 5 days to get across from Redfern in Sydney to Perth, WA. So
It's a crazy system.
Are we being overly critical? Maybe. At least that's tidied up. Let's go back on.
Oh, you lucky dogs, I'm back.
Oh, yeah, stop talking about him.
Oh, you can talk about me, I don't care.
Only good things.
You got to have something to do.
True.
It would help if I'd spray that first.
I think this is the cause of that. That nose, tossle these. Right. I did something. I did a thing.
You did a thing?
I did a thing.
Okay.
Now I need to find a new thing to do. I can't finish that thing. What other jobs have I got that I don't really want to tackle? I can't force myself to do jobs, but I don't really want to do them. And I shouldn't force myself to do things because that's when you make mistakes. Get rid of some of this crap.
Oh, I don't want to keep doing that. Just makes a mess. Okay. that stuff in. Yeah, see up here on this cut was where I was going to put some static grass in. Try that for the first time. I've never done it before.
You supposed to be getting some more snow, Claude? I saw something on the news.
We got a little bit last night. I noticed when I took the trash out this morning that my truck had about a half inch on it. So we got another half inch last night. I don't think we're supposed to get any more after that, but this is Oklahoma. You never know.
We'll send some our way.
Well, you can have all of ours for all I care. I used to love the snow when my knees and my back and stuff allowed me to go snow skiing, but anymore, I like it if I'm inside where the fire is and it's pretty outside. But if I got to go out in it, I'd as soon not have it. Okay, got that stuff in place.
Wow, that's big. Aha. Good.
Yeah, I want to do that static grass before I put any more trees in there. I need to get me some mountain goats. Put up on these rocks.
Always keep your workspace tidy, ladies and gentlemen, because that's how you find things.
That's no fun.
I can't find anything if it's nice and tidy. Okay, how's that look? I got the basic bushes stuff in. I'm going to put some tall weeds in and some static grass, but that gave it a little bit more color. Looks a little better, I think.
Oh.
Can we talk politics?
No. Where'd Claude go?
I don't know.
Let me in.
What happened?
Good gravy. Well,
Thought you went a bit quiet.
when you go to change the camera, up in the left-hand corner, don't hit the done button because that takes you completely off.
Oops.
You know, like usually when you're done with a screen, you hit done and it goes back to where you were. No, this one takes you all the way off out of the program.
I was just thinking, well, it's got to be quiet.
Got quiet because I wasn't in there.
Steve, you were about to say something now. I forgot what it was.
You broken up. What?
You were about to say something.
Oh, I was going to say something political to Claude.
Oh, there we go.
No, don't get political.
It was more. Did he?
What was he
see
about to say?
something? I thought it was amusing.
Is it philosophical? Philosophical, I can do.
Well, I guess can Biden do anything philosophical?
Hello.
Got you, Claude.
Happened again.
You lost us
Quit
again?
hitting the damn buttons.
What have you done? You broke it. No, he's gone again. What has he done? Glue. Where's my glue? No, it's not wrong. Oh, there he is. Come back, Claude.
Yeah, I lost sound. I don't know why. It just went away.
Well, we can still hear you.
Yeah, I knew you were. I couldn't hear you guys at all, and I don't guess you could hear me.
You're garbled now.
I'm garbled again?
Am I garbled?
You guys sound okay.
Oh, not now. You were.
Ooh, what are we drinking tonight?
Speaking of drinking, I'm gonna need to go get a Coke.
Lemon, lime, and bitters.
But get the
I would've
stupid
had a cup
from the
of
trash.
Ah, okay.
Can't have 2 Cokes in a day. That's bad for you.
Okay, now I got to figure out what else I'm going to work on today.
No, my question to Claude, I'll leave an anonymous. It's a question, and then what political figure went to a particular state to do a rally for somebody that he supports and then can't pronounce his name? Who would that be?
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Even I know that one.
It's like,
That's pretty obvious, I think.
oh my goodness. At least get his name right.
Doggy.
Yeah, I want to blame this all on Heath.
Is Heath here?
No. Which makes it easier to blame it on him, but we could still do it anyway.
True.
I agree, Jason. Blame Heath. Oh, I'll tell you guys, by the way, anybody that's in here, if you're interested, I've got some t-shirts on my site now. My last video, I put it in the description. They're t-shirts, Teespring stuff for my channel, my personal channel.
Cool.
If you're interested.
For the Cowboy Valley one.
Yes, sir. Or yes, ma'am.
Why do you keep calling me sir?
Because that's default.
Because it's a habit.
Yeah.
Well, cut that shit out.
Yes, ma'am.
No, it's yes, the boss.
Yeah. Yes, boss.
Yes, the boss.
These things, these little gold things, I believe, are called queen posts.
It's what it looks like, yeah. You know what they're for?
I believe they're part of the bracing underneath the wagon. That's what this picture looks like.
Yeah.
I'm just
They run it. They run an all well, not an all thread, but a steel rod. It's usually in 2 pieces so that they can put a turnbuckle in the middle of it.
like that.
Yeah. And they run it to each end, and it goes out the end. Can't remember the name of the what they actually call that piece on the car. But it's the bottom piece that holds the whole frame lengthwise tight. And then they put those rods in there, put the turnbuckle in the middle, and they use the queen post because that gives them more tension. And they tighten that down, and they'll keep the two ends in tight because they were used on wooden cars. Steel cars don't have them. They don't need them on steel cars.
Wooden van.
Yeah, but any of the wooden cars, because the wood's going to expand and contract with age, they put those in so they can keep them tight. Yeah, all my narrow gauge stuff has it on it. Here's a stock car. You can't see that with my black shirt in the background. Oh, I went to the wrong side. Should have gone this way. Yeah, there they are on this.
Do you have to put those on yourself?
No, I actually bought this as one of 9 cattle cars that I bought from Nate over at East Broad Top.
Your mate Nate.
Yeah, he had these, and when he switched from doing his railroad that he was going to do to the East Broad Top, he had these on eBay, and he had them for, I don't know, $15 a piece, something like that. And he had 9 of them. And so I didn't know it was him. And I sent him an email through eBay, and I said, would you take X number of dollars for the whole lot? And he said, yeah. And he goes, well, first he goes, because I put, I just said Claude Christ on the bottom or Claude on the bottom. I don't know what I said. He comes back and he goes, is this, yeah, I must just put Claude. And he goes, is this Claude Christ? And I said, yeah, who is this? He said, it's Nate. And I'm like, oh, wow. Because his handle on eBay is nothing like Nate. So
yeah, that's not mine as well.
So I actually bought them from him, but they're really nicely done. I don't know if he did the kits. They were kits, and but they're very well done. The only thing I'm gonna have to change is the lettering on them.
Are they plastic or what are they made from?
I haven't looked at them that close. I think they're plastic. Yeah, they're almost have to be plastic.
I guess they're a casting?
No, they're, well, yeah, each of the pieces is cast, I'm sure, because I've got some plastic kits. But the doors slide on them, all that good stuff. Where's the door at? There it is.
Well, mine doesn't do that. Mine's not that good. Mine's a molding.
Yeah, no, this is like you would put the old plastic kits that you used to buy at the, airplanes and cars and stuff that had separate pieces. They were molded styrene. That's what this is. Looks like plastic, but it's been painted and lettered. I'll have to change the lettering on there. That's not anything close to what I'm going to have, but that should be pretty simple to do. But all the cars have a different number on them, so I won't have to change anything but the lettering on it. But I got 9 of them for my cattle. That's going to be one of the big industries on here is the cattle. That's why I have the sound car with the cattle.
That's the bit I'm going to struggle with. It's the brake rigging.
Yeah, brake wheels can be flimsy.
Well, we don't have brake wheels. We have vacuum brakes.
Well, yeah, they do now too, and so did the narrow gauge after a while. In fact, this one, and you can't see it because it's black on black, but on the bottom there is the brake cylinder. But they still have the brake wheels because early on,
mine's got like an arm on the end. It's like an arm rather than a brake wheel.
Well, you see how high that brake wheel sits up too on the narrow gauge.
Yeah, up on the roof there.
You see how high it sits up?
Yeah. Why is it up on the roof?
Because that's what I was going to explain before they had the air brakes. This walkway right here, roof walk, that's where the brakeman, the most dangerous job in the railroad was the brakeman. And he would ride on the tender of the engine. And if they had a problem with stopping the cars, if say the cars came off or something, he'd have to leap over and run down and along the roof and manually apply the brakes with that wheel because they didn't have automatic brakes.
Work health and safety, eat your heart out.
Poor brake.
So that was that was a dangerous job.
They didn't even go back and get him if he fell off.
Oh hell no. Just keep going. But up in the mountains, especially, it was dangerous because, you know, you had the grades, and if cars came loose, they'd go rolling down the hill.
At speeds,
Yeah.
too, I'll bet.
Yeah. And so, yeah, that was a pretty dangerous job. And so they still, each car's, you know, even the steel cars, I don't know if the very modern ones still have manual brake wheels, but I know the ones back in the 60s and 70s had manual brake wheels on them.
No, they've
But
all
they're
got
on the end of the car. See, well, you can't hardly see that either. They're on the end of the car there instead of at the top of the ladder instead of sticking up above.
Yeah, all cars have a handbrake.
Jason's saying you had two brakemen. Second one rode in the cupola of the caboose, and if he saw the front brakeman get out, back one also got out.
Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah, you'd almost have to have two of them because if the train comes uncoupled and you're up on the tender, it'd be tough getting back. But some of the tenders have on the narrow gauge had a doghouse. I don't think the one I've got here has got one. No, it doesn't.
I always wonder what they're for.
Yeah, they had a little doghouse right behind the coal bin, right there where they filled the water tank up. And that was for him to sit in during bad weather. And so that's why you'll see some, especially narrow gauge engines, have that little doghouse on the tender.
These brass carpet stuff.
Yeah, but that's a job I wouldn't have wanted to have, trying to run across the top of the train while it's moving or rolling downhill. That would not be fun. What am I doing here?
The worst one, I think, would be the guy in the signal box watching a runaway train, because they can't do anything. They can just sit there and watch it.
Yeah.
Make sure it goes to a dead end siding. That happened here in WA once. A train with two locos headed up to the tunnel and up near Swan View, and slipped on some shaft and stalled. Of course, the drivers couldn't get the engines going again because it's on a grade, and they passed out. And just before they passed out, one of the drivers put the train in reverse, and it rolled all the way down the hill into Swanview Station, where the guy in the signal box, all he could do was sit there and watch it go into the dead end siding and become a huge mess.
Okay, here's a picture of the doghouse on a real one. I actually got cattle cars with it. It's a double header, so they each have one on there. If I can get it up where we can see and something to point with.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
It's actually right on the crease in the center.
Right there's the doghouse.
Yeah.
And then there's the one on the second engine right there.
Was a double header a regular thing?
Say again?
Were double headers a regular thing on the narrow gauge?
Oh yeah, yeah. Especially with long train. In fact, that's a double header, and then they've got a helper in the back. Because of the grades. Yeah, because of the grades. Oh, here's a really good picture of a doghouse right here.
Oh yeah.
Get it here where you can see it with some light. Can you see that?
Yep. I've seen pictures of them before.
Yeah.
I just wondered what they were for.
Yeah, that was one of the interesting things to me about the narrow gauge was the fact that they used a lot of double headers and a lot of helpers. Because they'd either have to do that or run two short trains. In fact, I've got a picture on my desktop that is a triple header. Okay, let's see here. What else am I gonna work on today? I need to look through here and see if I can find me some goats.
Go at.
I need some goats. Well, let's bring this box over here.
Sounds like you're destroying the train room, Claude. What are you doing?
I'm looking through my box of, scenic accessories. All my woodland scenic stuff, and got cars in it, and I'm looking for the animals though. Oh, here we go. Here. Oh, there's one goat. Found one.
Why did you one? Oh, what is this? Excuse me, Steve.
Take a guess what my breakfast is.
Oh, I do not want to know.
You.
Red vines and a Coke.
Oh, geez, that's a healthy breakfast.
That's my breakfast.
I think you can do better than that, Steve. Go on that side. Oh, stupid song stuck in my head. Oh, wait, that's too much.
Well, I can't do it up here. I found one goat. I think I've got some more, but I'll have to empty that box, and I don't have room to do it up here. I found a guy he lived in Kansas, southwest of Kansas City, in a small town, Kansas, that was on eBay. He hadn't had anything on there in a long time, but he was selling a lot of figures and animals and stuff like that. And I bought a ton of stuff off of him. A lot of them were hand-painted pewter pieces.
Ooh.
And yeah, they look really nice, but I bought like a bunch of engineers and conductors and, all the railroad people, and then a bunch of animals and stuff like that from him. And okay. Oh.
What sound? What's chuffing? Who's the chuffing? Oh, that's easy to stand. No, it can't be that way. I should have thought that.
That's weird. Is anyone watching chat? Because I'm not. I need a Bigfoot. I thought about that, Roy.
What's a Bigfoot? Oh, I see what you mean. A Yeti.
Yeah. No, a Yeti's in the Himalayas.
Oh, that's different. Right.
Yeah. Bigfoot's an American idiom.
Squatch.
Sasquatch. Yeah.
Squatch.
How's that go again, Steve?
What's that?
How's that go?
What?
It's a joke.
No habla inglés.
It's a joke, Joyce.
Can you hear that?
Yeah. No.
It's not that loud.
Maybe I should have insulated the inside of the mountain. Sound insulation.
You might need to know where your locos are, though.
Yeah, that little Hustler runs good. I figured out what I wired backwards, Steve. It's not the lights. The lights are working like they're supposed to.
Uh-huh.
It's the engine is reversed.
Okay.
So my direction wires just need to be swapped. Or the motor wires, just I swap them over the other way.
That's
It should work just fine then.
I really shouldn't have filed those.
Come on.
Someone drilling something?
Now you hear my my train.
You know what?
Choo-choos.
Ah, they need oil.
No oil.
They sound crunchy. Oh, no. I've done 4 of these, and I balled up the last one. Yeet.
Yeah, but see, I did get the light in the thing. Oh, still going.
Shiny. You got to keep alive.
Yeah. Yeah, the decoder I put in, TCS decoder's got one in it. Which I did realize that if you do that and your train jumps the track, it keeps wanting to go. So
That's what everyone else keeps saying.
yeah, that's the only bad thing. So the
I love
Blackstones
keep alive.
don't have that, and they don't have a keep alive in them. They have to have good conduct or contact before they'll keep moving. Okay, let's see. Enough of that mess. But if I'm going to be the next one with the box car, which I don't know yet, but I'm going to have to clean this place up so I can get a video of it. Because it won't run on this track if I don't. I don't think it'll dodge all that crap that's out there. And then all the crap that's over there.
They're all the same size.
Way too much junk in here. Oh, excuse me. Okay. So that's trying. Gotta have batteries for the static grass. Darn it, I wish I had those now.
0.7 millimeter brass wire.
Yep, I can put some of my other stuff in there, I guess.
Thingamajig.
Thingamajig.
Thingamajig. It's a technical term.
I know, but you got to be careful with those. Because if you're not careful with them, they'll break your whatchamacallit.
Yeah, but you can always replace it with the Dookie Flitchet.
Oh, there you go.
You replace it with a what?
A Dookie Flitchet.
Dookie Flitchet? I've never heard of a Dookie Flitchet.
No, that one I haven't heard of either.
You can order them on thingamabob.com.
Where is it? Ooh, track wrapper. I was looking for that. Always find things when you're not looking for them.
Right there. That's why I couldn't find them.
Bingo.
Bingo. Nobody told me we were playing bingo.
Yahtzee.
Hey, you guys ever play a Farkle?
Yeah, it's been a long time, but I have played it.
Oh, we just got hooked up to Farkle, man. That's fun.
What's Farkle?
It's a dice game you play with
dice game.
dice. It's like a 3-dimensional Yahtzee.
3-dimensional Yahtzee.
If you like Yahtzee, you like Farkle.
Yeah, that is the 0.7 mil.
Hey, you guys know Tim Parks. He's the guy that was up at Train Mountain with the steam engine, and he's in our intro video.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's got a G-scale train running through his whole house.
Oh, does he?
Oh man, it's like, yeah. It goes through everything, and it loops around his tree, goes through a crossing, and goes back out around his house.
And he's still married?
Well, he's not married. He's in a relationship, but Kylie's cool.
That explains things then.
Well, they kind of have an understanding. She's into horses and well, they're both into planes. They both fly.
Oh, well, there you go.
She's a. I know she's got her instrument ratings. Other than that, I don't know. Tim, he's qualified in fixed wing and helicopters, but he's not wanting to fly helicopters anymore for some reason. But, yeah, they've got an understanding. I don't think I don't want to fly in a helicopter.
I have that understanding with my wife, but it's not about the railroad. I get to drink beer and whiskey because she drinks wine.
You got it made.
The reason why she drinks wine.
Oh. There it is. Oh, where's my tweezers? There we go. Now I can place this. I can't believe I just did that.
What did you do?
Well, I'm trying to put, oh, that was real good. I'm trying to put a drop of glue on the end of this little tuft of grass. And so you can see how I'm doing it. I'm squeezing the bottle and just holding the grass with a pair of tweezers.
And you squeezed a little too hard, didn't you?
Well, it wasn't that I squeezed too hard, is that when I released it, I didn't have a hold of it with the tweezers well enough.
Oops.
Tried to suck it back in the bottle. Well, now where did I go with it? I dropped it.
That sucks.
Yeah. Made me laugh, though.
At least it was funny.
Because I can't believe I did that. Actually, I can believe I did it, but, you know. Okay, I need to do this a different way. Let's put this over here.
I really need to get a clock out here.
Why did that glue on an angle? Not be on an angle. Oh, now I've got glue on me.
Need a big tuft back there.
Yeah, you'll go. One truck rod. Hey, does anyone know anything about cast brass bits?
Anything about what?
What about them?
Can you solder them?
Can you solder them? Yes.
Yeah. Because these are brass castings.
You should be able to.
They're brass castings, and this is brass rod. I just figured maybe I could solder the brass rod on.
Yes, you should be able to. Now, there's a possibility it's got a release agent on it that you might need to wash off or scrape off first.
Too late for that. I've already glued them on.
Ah, okay. Well, then never mind. Never mind. I was just kidding then.
Ah, bugger. You think it'll still stick then? Or do you think I should just super glue it? So I could super glue it.
Yeah, you might could super glue it. What's it going on?
Well, it's going on this wagon here.
Yeah, you can probably super glue it.
It's basically going to those queen posts that I showed you earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's not long enough, though. No, it's not right. Folds it up. It's not long enough. I've covered how much I just wrote down. What did you do on that?
I picked up this glove that I'd used when I was plastering, and it's stiff. Well, what it is well, you can see the plaster on the in here.
Yeah.
I had plaster on the outside of it. Well, when I took it off, it just turned inside out, and I just laid it on the bench. So
Yeah.
I forgot about it till just now, and I picked it up, and it's stiff, like
That's
picking
funny.
up a skeleton hand.
That one's right. The other one's wrong.
Okay, who's in chat here? Who's messing with us? Hey, Leslie. Oh, bye,
Hey,
Jason. Jason had to leave.
Who left?
Jason.
Oh,
Leslie's here.
bye,
But
Jay.
he's been here for a while. Sorry, Leslie, and none of us watching the.
Yeah, I'm just watching this. It's blurry from where I'm sitting.
Yeah, we didn't notice you. We didn't notice you because we're not watching chat.
Who else is here?
We're not very smart. That plays into it too.
We've got 6 watching.
Well, yeah, but you and I are 2 of those. And if Steve's got anything open with chat in it, that's another one.
I got my iPad open too.
So that's 3 of the 6 are us.
Yeah.
So then there's Leslie. That's 4. Who else?
Roy's still here.
Roy's on here. Jason.
Jason's gone.
Don't know who else is here. Like
Well,
I haven't been watching it, so.
Well, we had John. I don't know if he's still here or not.
Oh yeah, John 2618.
No, I think John had to leave.
Okay.
Joelle was here. I don't know if she's still here or not.
Nightbot's here.
Oh, John goes back to Aspen tomorrow. He's in Florida today.
Oh. Why do truss rods suck?
Yeah, I think we just have Roy and Leslie. Oh, Z Fantasy Trains. Hello.
That's a new one.
Yeah.
Hello.
Welcome to the Nut House.
Where are you from, Z?
Look out, that is Trackside BEANS.
Say again?
I said it's the nut house that is Trackside BEANS.
Oh, yes, this is true. So, Z, is that your name? You're in Arizona.
I got a buddy that I call Z, but his name is Zachary. He's a truck driver.
Well, this picture looks like a girl. Are you female or male? Sounds like a weird question to ask, that.
Yeah, I'm glad you asked.
Not that weird.
Sherry or Cherie, I'm not sure which. But she says you can call me Z.
Call you
She is
Z.
a girl. Well, I hope so with those two names.
Girls and Trains. All right.
Girls and Trains, yeah. Cool.
What's this stuff?
Hey, it's
Hey, there's Steve.
yeah.
Heath!
It's his fault.
Blame Heath.
Blame Heath.
It's Heath's fault.
It's all Heath's fault.
Yeah. We can blame all of this on him.
That's so nice having a scapegoat, you know. Takes the pressure off of me.
How'd the train giveaway go, Heath? Train set giveaway. Did you get all that done? I didn't get into those because I don't know any kids that would be interested. I just have to turn around and try to donate it again, which
It's raining.
okay.
How long's it been since we've done
Seven
beans?
front.
Since we what?
Since we did a beans.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
That's why I was wanting to do one today, but I was also wanting to have my static grass applicator working, and I don't have that. I found one. I have to have 2 D-cell batteries for it, and only have one in the house. I will never use them anymore.
Nailed it.
So now I'm standing here going, what can I do now that somebody's making noises.
My iPad is supposed to be making noises.
Who's making noises?
It's not supposed to. Well, it's better than I.
Oh God, it's lost in the USPS system. Yeah.
Hey,
Heath, I've got 2 packages sitting here in town at the distribution center. Been there for a week. One of them sat in Denver for a week before it moved down here, and then it went through Dallas. Went from Denver to Dallas to here. Just makes no sense to me whatsoever.
Oh shoot, that reminds me. I got a mail keychain. Just thought about that. Dwight reminded me I got a mail keychains.
Yeah, I got the T-shirt sent to Al.
Dwight, you cheated.
And didn't we have another one we gave away? Who was the other one?
Last Saturday.
Yeah, but who was it?
Do you think I can remember? No.
Well, obviously I can't.
No, we had a key. No, we got a keychain to give away to Dwight.
Yeah, Dwight got the
Dwight got the
keychain, but that was the secondary. Who was the
Yeah,
first
he was
one?
the runner-up.
I don't remember who it was, but they never did contact us.
That's not good enough. we
Well,
still
that's
need
like
to
Al.
remember.
Yeah, Al never did contact me until last week, but I got his sent off, so his is on the way. I don't remember now who it was. I'll have to look and go check. And well, we'll have to check before Saturday so we can remind them to email us.
Yes.
Or email me. If he'll just email me directly, would be easiest. And that way I can do it all directly. I can find out what he wants.
Well, I can still forward it on to you. That's not a problem.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but I mean, they can go straight through to me. That doesn't matter. So, anyway, it did get Al sent off to him. Yep. Mercy me. Oh, and I watched Fred Wild's last video, and he had his cup and his hat. Did he have a hat or his shirt? I can't remember. It may have been shirt and hat, or shirt and cup that he had on the video.
Noise.
Oh, mercy me. Tomorrow vacation starts. That's good. Hey, Dwight's here. It's Art that won. Oh, that's right.
That's right. I remember that now.
I may have got his off too then in that case.
Did he choose what he wants? Or are you just giving him shirts?
No, I think they both gave me one. I'll have to go check. my memory's not very long anymore.
Oh boy, I could go with that one, but I'm not going to.
Yeah, I know. It's about as long as something else I got.
Boy, that was too easy.
Oh, are we getting in the gutter again?
That was too
No. Where's the gutter? Where's the gutter? I gotta take a nap. What I need to be doing is cleaning up this mess so I can run some HO or some standard gauge stuff.
You could always put narrow gauge wheels under it.
Oh, on the box car. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I don't have a lot that I can run that on. I could run it right here, but there again I have to clean this up. So I got a lot of narrow gauge track in the yard where the standard gauge stuff is, but it's got crap sitting all over it. The problem is I don't have any place to put all the stuff that I've got sitting up here without just sticking it in boxes. If I do that, I'll never find stuff again.
That is true.
Well, I'll prove my point. You see all this down here?
Oh dear.
That's narrow gauge kits. There's structures to build. There's some standard gauge cars, some narrow gauge cars, standard gauge cars. There's a kit in there being built. There's a bunch of standard gauge cars. There's a bunch of buildings need to be built. That's a lot of electrical stuff. Here's some more cars that need to be built. Some more cars that need to be built. That's switch stands and electrical stuff like lamps and stuff. And then this box has got mainly KD couplers in it. And there's a bag full of Central Valley trucks that go on the narrow gauge stuff. Then I got all of this is just scenery detail stuff, that box and that box. I got crap sitting everywhere. Oh, there's all my locos over there in that box and on the floor, I think. Yeah, there's a box of locos down there. So you can see I have no room to put anything anywhere. The phone is now sitting up on a box of plaster. That's just a mess.
Sounds very tight.
Well, it won't be bad once I'm done doing most of it, but once the railroad's pretty well finished, I won't have all this crap sitting here, but I won't need it here. And all the boxes back here will be, most of that will be used, or down in the shop where I can build it and then bring it up here and use it.
Is that a better view?
Say again?
Is that a better view?
Of what you're doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see your workbench better. Is that the coffee table?
Basically.
Yeah.
That's my workbench, is my coffee table.
So how many helpers you got in there, Steve?
Oh, I broke it up. I'm breaking them up. I'm just effing around.
Well, sure. That's what all of us are doing now. I'm going to take these books back downstairs and bring some boxes up here and start cleaning some of this crap up. So I'll be right back.
Well, I'll be here.
We'll still be here. Sorry, I can come back. Let's see if I can't solder these bad boys together. Or maybe I can just clamp them. Look at that. Just clamp together.
I wonder if I can take that off. It's okay.
That works. Helps if you read the instructions.
Oh, yeah.
What's a solder?
Well, I don't know whose bright idea it was to put my railroad upstairs.
Heath.
You only got one person to blame for that. Heath.
Can I blame that on Heath?
Yeah. You can, actually.
Claude, what's a solder?
Allie, is that an OO? An N test track? Doesn't look big enough for S.
The wagon's S.
Well, he asked about the track, though.
Who's asking? Oh,
Heath.
Heath. Yeah, I've got N scale here, and I've got HO and HON 3.5 dual gauge track.
Ah, okay. There you go, Heath. Does that help?
That doesn't answer my question. What's a sol bar?
Who?
Is that this part of the wagon?
What'd you ask?
What's a sol bar?
Salt.
Hang on. It's written here. It's a SOLEBAR. Sol bar.
I don't know. Never heard
Part
of
of
it
the
before.
I don't know what that is.
And maybe, is that an Australian car? I'm sure it is. It could be an Australian term or something they use down there.
What do you expect? You guys call them wagons.
Wagons.
Wagon. Call them
Wagons
wagons.
are what we pull behind horses.
Yeah.
Yeah, we call them wagons too.
Just tearing stuff up.
One mil. That looks like 1 mil.
Let's put all of this stuff.
The thick piece of brass rod. The digital calipers out. Yep, that's 1 mil. I love these. They're so handy. So that will go to there. Ooh, that's lovely.
Okay, get that in there. Now, this.
Oh.
Okay, now.
Claude.
Say again?
I said, Claude,
Yes.
noise you make.
Oh, that wasn't a genuine noise.
That's my squeaky chair.
Sound like my knees.
Sounds like you squished a cat.
You mean a tennis racket? Oh, that's what I call them.
Tennis racket.
Cat gut.
Although cat gut doesn't actually come from cats, so. But it drives my grandchildren crazy because they have cats. What did I do with that? There it is.
Ordering these soul bars works really well. No flux required. Oh, thank you, Leslie. I think I know what a soul bar is now.
What is it?
It's the long frame thingies. Leslie says it's the main long underframe.
Ah, okay.
which I believe is this long bit here and here and here. This means this, what do they call it? The shaft has to protrude from the V hangers, which are these thingies, so that the ends are flush with the outside of the solder. I read instructions. And I think that was too short. I did. Right. I don't have any more 1 mil cast. I have to do.
Just leave it like that. Oh, hello. Over here. Over here.
Where's my point? I guess that's this small stuff.
That's what I was looking for the other day. Hey, is anybody that's watching? I don't know how many we got watching, if anybody now. Leslie may be the only one left. But I'll ask you and Allie, Steve. Have y'all ever used one of these?
I can't tell what it is. I can't see it.
Hang on. Oh, hang on. Here we go. This right here.
You're on the other side of my layout.
Ah,
What is that?
it's a ballast spreader.
Oh, I've heard about it.
Yeah.
I've never used.
MLR ballast spreader. You put the ballast in here, and then this swivels, and you run it on the track. This is a narrow gauge, set up for narrow gauge,
Okay.
and it's supposed to spread it evenly on both all over the track. I've not used it yet, but I may when I get down here on the yard area. I got on eBay for a song of what it used to cost. They used to be about $10-15, I think.
Is he still here?
I don't think so. Hang on a second, I'll look.
No, that's what I mean. He says I'm still here.
She's still here. Oh, I thought you said Heath. I think Heath left. Because it says there's only four watching, and the 3 of us are watching. Then Z's the only one still here. Leslie left. Oh yeah, he says right. I'm off to have to make food. Okay. So Leslie left, Heath left, Z's still here. We're starting to worry about you, Z, if you're still here.
Yeah. Yep. That's a big.
Oh, Lordy. Got too much crap up here.
So Z, do you like trains or you like watching idiots play with trains?
Speak for yourself, Steve. I'm no idiot.
Well, Z's chat name is Z Fantasy Train, so
I assume so.
oh, Lordy have mercy. I'm gonna put some of the stuff in here and not remember where I put it. I can feel that coming already.
Where did that go?
Okay, where's that back there?
That. Whoops.
Okay, this can go over here. This stuff. This gets to stay in here.
I gotta be not so friendly with the soldering on.
Oh, I hear trains running.
No, you're imagining things.
Well, that wouldn't be the first time.
Oh my
Okay. Back here.
That is making absolutely no sense to me. That is absolute gibberish.
I'm gonna go check on the dogs. I'll be back.
Ready. James Galton, hello. Welcome to the Insane Asylum.
Hello, James. How do I do that? does not. That is not. That's cool.
There you go, Allie.
What you done? Oh,
There
you
we
do
go.
railers. Yep, you are. Look at you
I
go.
got both sizes here.
I will do this video again. I need another one of these.
I got an idea. It's a great idea.
What's that?
I said I got an idea. It's a great idea.
And I asked what that is.
No, you cannot.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I didn't ask. Didn't say. Can I ask what that is?
No, you cannot ask. Let's see.
I actually got this cleaned off where I can really. No, leave it back. Well, I can run a short way anyway. Take this down. Oh shit! Oh, it's heavy. That's too much like work.
Okay, what about that, Claude?
What? Oh, that's a good picture.
I can't hear you though. What happened?
That's a good picture.
There.
Yeah, you can see most of it. See everything but the yard.
Well, I could fix that. Let's see. What if I did?
Well, you see, well, don't go too far. There you go. That's pretty good.
That good?
That's 95% of it, I think.
Well, you can't see everything. It's too much of a mess over here.
You know that your layout with that big sweeping S in the middle of it looks like Tehachapi almost.
Funny, somebody said it looked like horseshoe curve too.
Well, yeah. Except horseshoe curve goes on the inside of the mountain, but Tehachapi crosses over itself. So
well, that's true. Yeah, actually, yeah. I never thought about that. I better not pick my nose.
Fall.
I'll be right back. I need to go get the mail.
It looks good with the truss rods underneath. Find another hole. That doesn't say. That is useless. We're going to keep opening these in here so they're the right size. No, that's not it. That's it. What size is that? 0.5. That would have helped.
Mail call.
What you get? What you get? What you get?
Well, here in just a second, I shall show you. As soon as I figure out where in the hell I put my scissors. See, I already losing stuff because I cleaned up. Here's the package.
Steve looks very relaxed there.
Oh, this is gonna be cool.
It is.
Ah, now I'm stuck to it. Keep sticking
This
myself.
is gonna be cool.
Oh, t-shirts.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Can you read it?
I think that looks good. It's very professional.
That is cool.
Don't say that.
You don't want to sound professional?
Do I sound like somebody that would do something that's professional?
Heck no.
I mean, if we didn't know you,
Holy moly.
I wouldn't say
This
so.
one, hey, Steve,
Yeah.
the long sleeve t-shirts. This is a 3X. Look how big sucker is on me.
Oh, jeez.
Tent. Look at the tent.
Sucker like a tent, man.
Oh, my God.
You could put in that and still have room.
See, there, you can read it a little better there.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
it came out really nice.
I think I like the grey better.
Well, yeah, but I wanted a different color too. They came out pretty good. I think it's a 3X. Well, it is a 3X. Man. Well, it'll probably shrink, so
Hey, Claude, did you spell cowboy right?
I don't know. Yeah, that got spelled right because my daughter did it, so
Okay. Checking.
yeah. The only thing I put on there was model railroad underneath it, and then on the back the high iron and how I roll. So now this is 3X also. Now this is a comfort tee. It's supposed to be a comfort tee. And this 3. Now what I'm wearing here, this is 3X. And this is 3X. But that looks a lot better. Now this one, the one I'm wearing has been washed. But it's
still
not all that big on me. But that looks like it fit over a house. I don't know if it's the same brand of shirt.
Keith is saying cowboy is spelt wrong.
Yeah. Well, if it is, then the guy that Plaza cut my sign up there got it wrong too. Because that's what that picture's off of.
But maybe it was done deliberately to see if you were checking.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't pay attention.
Anyway, those came today. I wasn't expecting those. Usually it takes Teespring a little longer to get stuff to you than that.
Hey, Claude, should I do a layout update like this?
Hey, it would work, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Just come on and say, here's my layout. Leave it up for 5-10 minutes and then sign off.
Yeah, that's it.
Welcome to the update.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
See, he looks relaxed like I was with that other day when I was leaning back in the couch. You know, just feed him some grapes and he'll be right.
Feeding grapes. Well, don't we have to have a palm frond out there too?
Yeah. Uh-oh, I think I broke it. Bloody drill bit.
I probably should get some work done.
Of course that one wouldn't go all the way in, would it? It'd be too easy.
Cattle are restless.
What did you do to disturb them? They were happy and calm until something happened. So,
I hear something. What is that?
I think he's testing his track.
Need to replace that coupler.
Was that an E&D?
Coupler's bad.
See you later, James.
Later, John. You said.
James.
John was here?
No,
How'd the rest
James.
are in?
It's James, not John.
Oh, I thought you said John.
No, it's a James.
I can't understand you.
Are you having sandwiches again?
You sound like you're at the bottom of a bucket.
No. Is it because it's too far away?
There we go. Is that better?
It's quiet. What taking to Well, that's a real go for it. I think I need a picture of a V-van. These are big together. Are these thing on the end? That's how it works. These are Victor. These are Victor. Oh, now I've done it. I'm going to do it.
Oh.
Yeah, we are busy, Dwight.
Busy doing what?
Claude, he
Yes.
was asking, are those the fast track radius pieces?
Say again.
He says, Claude, are those the fast track radius pieces?
Fast track rate. Oh, these? Yes. Yes, they
He
are.
says, I want a pinch.
You want what?
I want-
You break up about every other word.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'll shut up.
No. What did he say? Well, here, I can read it, I guess. I want a bridge. Oh, that's Z said that.
Yeah, Z said that.
Yes, those are the radius pieces. These particular are 25-inch radius pieces. I've got some for the narrow gauge too. And these are 16-inch, which I made a mistake in getting. But part of one of these is on this bridge over here.
Z asks, how do you do the connections at the joints?
On the sweepsticks or the radius deals? I'm confused. I'm talking about these joints here.
I'm not sure.
What are you asking, Z? You got me confused a little bit. Which isn't hard to do, by the way.
That's a short trip.
Jinx. On the bridge.
On the bridge. I used mainly. Ooh, I lost some trains there.
Oh no.
Hang on a second. I was trying to do two things at once here.
Oh God.
Yeah, I know. Scary. Okay. Okay. On the joints on the bridge, you're talking about the actual pieces. And again, the actual plastic joints and stuff on the bridge pieces, or are you talking about the track? So I don't know which one you're talking about. This is one piece of flex track. It's micro engineering bridge flex with the guardrail. It goes all the way over. The joints are on either end. But if you're talking about the plastic, that's all with this little product right here. Let me get around here where I can see what I'm showing you. This product from Micromark. Use this and the glass tube applicator that's got a needle point on it. And that's perfect for doing those micro engineering viaduct steel bridges, because otherwise you're going to get glue. If you try to use regular plastic glue, or even this with the brush, this comes with a brush in it. But if you try to use this stuff and brush it on and put that stuff together, you'll have fingerprints all over your model. So that glue applicator, which is downstairs in my workshop, that comes in real handy for doing this stuff and building those bridges like this. This is the same kit. You've probably seen these. This is a tall steel trestle. This is one of the towers that's going to go up over here on this other place. But that's how I did them, was glued them with that particular stuff. And this is called Same Stuff Professional Plastic Welder for styrene, butyrate, ABS, acrylic, lucite, or plexiglass. Super strong, super fast. It does do a good job. Did that answer your question, Z? Oh, my, the drop down, I'm talking about this. It's actually a lift up that I built for this. If you go look at some of my, there's a couple of videos on my channel, Cowboy Valley and Timberline Junction, that I show a little bit more of this. Show how I wired the turnout motors inside and everything. They're all wired up. All that stuff's wired up. It's powered. These are the control wires for the turnouts that they'll go to the control panel. It'll be right here. But yeah, those are explained on my channel.
Which is a good one.
Yeah, it's okay.
Hey, I like going back and looking at your old videos before I even knew you. And I still don't know you.
That's true.
That's the funny thing. None of us have actually met.
I know.
Okay, Z wants to know more about. I'm gonna try and turn this camera around again. I'll probably lose everybody.
Don't press the done button.
Really? Okay. Well, she was asking about the lift up deal, and you're asking how I did the joints on the track. Okay, you can see this one. Actually, these overhang the edge just a hair. Okay, so when they come down, they're close together. I put the guardrails in there to help, re-rail any cars that might try to jump. Did the same thing on this end. Now on this end, you got to leave a little bit more gap because when you lift this, and this was one of the things that was hardest for me to figure out, is when you lift this bridge up, if your joint right here, you can see where I had a hinge on here originally. I used a piano hinge. That's way too close because then when you lift this up, the rails will bind unless you've just got a huge gap in there, which was too big. So I had to get these closer together, and still when you lift up, it would lift up, not lift away from it, but drop down away from it without interfering with each other. I had to bring the
Let me
hinge.
interrupt you for a second. You're looking at, there's a guy that's got a product. I saw it on YouTube for doing exactly what you're doing. It's like little bits of flex track that will actually center your rails when you drop.
Yeah.
Down.
I saw those like last week sometime.
Yeah, I thought that.
Yeah,
was
they're pretty interesting.
Yeah.
He's making right now. They're made for English scales, but I think the 00 was close enough to HO that you could use it. But anyway, I had to come up with this hinge here. And the pieces you're talking about, Steve, are just the pieces here that span this point here and then line up real close. But then you don't have the gaps in them either.
Yeah, true.
So, which is nice. But this, I just came up with an angle brace here. And what that did is it put the pivot point out here as opposed to being right here. And so when that happens, when you lift this, you can see how it lifts away from it, falls away from it. Then on the other end, it's not any big deal. On this end, I've just got a piece of angle aluminum here to set the bridge to set on. And then on each end, I've got a couple of pieces that make sure that it centers up.
Oh, okay. So
that it stays in case, because, those hinges down there, I can take and wiggle this back and forth. But once it sits down in place, it's lined up.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Now, 90%, 99% of the time, this thing is sitting up here like this. So I come in and out. And the way I did the stop on it was I just took a nylon strap, and tied it and kept it from coming too close in, to the main bench part. So it didn't hit anything.
Right.
The only thing I'll have to watch too is this is why John did his thing. His bridge, the way he did it, was because he had towers or buildings or something right here, and a bridge maybe was what it was. I can't remember exactly, but he had to make his where it lifted straight up, because if he'd have bent it like this, then any kind of superstructure on that would have run into the bench. I didn't plan on having anything like that real close right here, so I won't have that problem.
I see. Okay.
The other thing I had to do, I don't know if you can see it, I routed out that area right there. That's so those rails can pass through there without hitting the tube or hitting the wood.
Okay. Gotcha.
And then these just hang off the edge. But it works well.
Hey, that's the bottom line.
Yep.
As long as it works.
Exactly. Make sure. Oh, humanity's back. Keith.
Don't talk
Bought
about
some of the rail liners. Oh, I thought they were such an interesting product, but I have no idea what I will do with them. Yeah, he did. You know, I was watching this video and I thought, man, that's a really cool idea. But I don't know of anything I'd use them for either, other than that right there. And I've already got it figured out, so I don't need them. I didn't turn that camera back around, did I? Because I know everybody wants to see my pretty face.
Oh yeah.
Here.
Okay.
Okay, and then Z said that's super trick. Well, thank you. It works for me. It did what I needed it to do. If you want to see a really cool bridge, the guy we were talking about was John over at Schuylkill River Valley Railroad. If you haven't seen his video on his elevating bridge to do the same kind of thing, he used Jor glides and they work really cool. I just thought that was such a neat way he did his. And I might would have done the same thing here had I seen that before, but I wasn't smart enough to come up with it on my own.
I mean, it's a simple idea too. Yeah.
Yes, I added the guide rail Z because I do all my own turnouts with fast tracks and stuff. Doing something like that was pretty simple. You just have to have the PC ties down there to solder the two ends of it together. And then you just cut and bend them like you want them. Yes, they would be. And I don't know the name of the guy that had those aligners either. Heath might remember since he bought some. Give her the name, Heath. But he bought some of those. He said he bought some of them. Well, see, the one that John does is not a lot of engineering to it and not real intricate. I don't know how well it would work for a modular layout, but I guess it could be incorporated into it. His is about as wide and as long as mine is, but his goes straight up and down instead of tilting up.
Oh, that's enough.
Hey,
I don't want to do anything.
hey, Heath, if you remember the name of the guy that's got those, why don't you stick it there in chat so she can see that? She can look at them. Oh, you're talking about just cooking anything. Oh, that's true. They'd work good for that. I would think they would work good for that. The only thing is, I don't know if you'd want to leave them attached to one of the modules with them hanging off the end. That might not be a good thing. But if you made a protector that you could put down over that while you transport them, then that would be not a problem either. Uh-oh.
Oh, I'm done. Ish. Just need to do the brakes. I need a new brake cylinder to do that. So that job is done for now. Done as done can be. Until I can start painting, and I'm not going to paint you.
I had a lad and work and one. Looky. Well, I am going to slide out of here, guys. My feet are starting to bother me.
Alrighty.
Right,
I won't be too far behind you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I need to go get some stuff for the dogs, and then I'm gonna pick up some batteries for that static grass applicator.
well, it's just that fire up a loco for you.
Yeah.
Where's my? There it is.
Well, that's pretty cool, Z. It's great to get kids interested in the hobby, even if it's just a part of the hobby. You know, like the scenery end of it, or the wiring end of it, or
How old are you?
even...
Z, how old are you?
Woo! Boy's brave.
No, it's just because we've got Simon. I mean, Simon's a youngster too.
Well, Z's a teacher.
Oh, Z's a teacher. Oh,
Yeah.
I missed something.
Yeah, but Z, I know where he lives, so if you need that address, just let me know.
What do you teach, Z? My daughter.
She says she's ancient.
Ancient. No,
I know the feeling. I know the feeling. I know the feeling.
I do too.
Okay, well, I'm going to sign off. You guys have a good one.
Hey, Claude.
Thanks, Allie. I may check back when I get back, but it's going to be probably an hour or so before I do that. So I doubt you guys will be here.
No, I'll be gone, so I'll catch you later, Claude.
All righty. Take care, Steve.
Take care, man.
Bye.
Bye.
I think as soon as I get this stuff sorted, I'm going to slide too. Got stuff I got to do.
That's the one. Well, that sounds correct.
That sounded a little strange.
It's got the GE roof.
Well, that's right. You do it funny down there. Big different sounds.
Claude's gone. He's logged off. Whoop. Why is the air pump still going? Oh, there it goes. Whoop. And then there was silence. Peace.
And then there was two.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, methinks me gonna cut out too, because I gotta go feed the dogs their lunch. They need food.
I'll bail too then. All right. Thanks for everyone who stuck around to watch us basically muck around. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell, ding, and get your shirts on. Saturday morning is our last show for 2020, and then we'll see you again in the new year.
Later.
Later.
All right. Thanks for joining us. Later.